Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to some more Keep Calm and Colombia on here in Victoria 3. Alright, before we dive in, let's get our good luck charm out of the way, make sure everything's working. Hello, me. Luck charm out of the way, make sure everything's working. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. Alright, let's do this. Hello, everybody. Let's do this. We are back. So we are continuing where we left off before, and we made some pretty good progress on Tuesday night and Tuesday afternoon's episode, actually. Oh my God, let me get my life together here. There we go. All right, so let's see what we have going on here. So we're now Grander Colombia, so that's good. Remember, we are hunting for the Grander Colombia achievement, and then once we get that, we're going to go for Federation Day. So we got to form Grander Colombia and own all land in the Grander Colombia, Andes, and La Plata strategic regions. So we formed Grander Colombia. Basically, we have to own everything in South America other than Brazil, which we should be able to do here. The difficulty will be these three states here. Let's take a look at what Brazil thinks of us, because it would be very beneficial to us if they just liked us a little more. Relations are good. But attitude's a little cautious, so we'll see what we can do. Hey, Helium Tempest, hello, hello, hello. Oh, and the Falklands too. Yes, yes. Thank you. Yeah, let's take a look here. Yeah, so we got these here. Is there anything else? Like, what is this part of? Yeah, although, wait, this is all part of the Falklands, right? Yeah, okay. Thank you. I actually totally would have forgotten about that. I appreciate that. Cannot forget about the Falklands here. Okay. And these are part of Ecuador, so we already have that. Alright, let's take a look at what we're building. Yes, so we're building up Navy, because we want to be able to get... Oh, look, some of our Navy has built up since last time, so we have a couple more strategic regions. So right now, do we not have... Oh my God, we didn't have La Plata. Okay. So we have North China, the Rhine. We want to start exporting steel and iron so that we can get this company prosperous. We really need this plus 5% state construction efficiency. Hey, Mauricio, hello, hello. How you doing, my friend? Hi again, Ham. How's it going? I'm doing well. Doing good. Just surviving the rain here. Surviving in air quotes. We're getting the, here in New York, we're getting, like, the, what do you call it? Like, the remnants of Hurricane Melissa. So, we have some rain and, I want to say winds, but when you're talking about a hurricane, it's just like, I mean, we have like, it's windy today. But it is kind of muggy and gross outside, so I'm glad I'm inside doing this. Hey, Jabba, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome in, my friend. How you doing? All right, so let's take a look at how our trade capacity is doing here. Yeah, so we're also exporting opium. We do want to be doing that. So if we put an interest, what would be the best place here? In Sicily. If we put an interest in Italy, we would cover Sicily and Piedmont and Modena. So we might put an interest in Italy, but let's look at Antioquia. So steel. We need the American market. Wait. Oh my God. Okay. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get a strategic interest in New England. Oh, is that all of them? Okay. I mean, that's fine for now. We will Well, maybe we'll do Italy now. Do we have a lot of China with China going? Because we're gonna get more interest. We're building more of our navy. Oh, so we're importing silk from China. We're exporting hardwood. And over here, not so much. All right, so we'll wait on Italy. I'm all right. I got to work tomorrow. They called me and that sucks. Did you play all Under Heaven? Yes, I finally did. Last night I got to load it up and checked it out. That is a lot of fun. I cannot wait to like really dive into it. I started a little bit in Japan. Although it's funny, I say I played it. I played a little bit and then I got so sidetracked with just looking at the map. Like looking at like what was there, zooming into places, seeing the characters that was there. I ended up spending a lot of my night just like looking at the map. It's so lame, but it was a lot of fun. But I'm excited. Tonight we're starting a run with All Under Heaven in Japan, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But man, it looks really cool. It looks really cool. Although I did have to load it up on GeForce Now because my little MacBook Air was struggling when normally it runs CK3 pretty good. Yeah, I hope to see you there tonight. It's going to be fun. Okay, so we are building Navy. We're fixing up our coal. We're getting some explosives going. Our private sector. Yeah, we do have this regional HQ. They are building us coal, though. Our company's building more steel. That's good. Brazil's going to probably get a regional HQ in us. Yeah, it has some hiccups, but it runs pretty okay for that big of a map. Though Laking, I hope it's still okay. Yeah, it's to be expected, right? I mean, it's new. I'm glad, you got to utilize the new resources and tech available to you. CK3 came out quite a bit ago at this point. So I'm glad. I'd rather have the game be utilizing better processing and graphics cards than staying on the stuff that was out when it first came out. All right, I think actually we can do the unpause. I don't think there's much we got to do here. Although our construction just bumped down 8 points. I wonder if we lost. Did we lose people in here? Although you know what? Oh, you know what it is. So it should be noted. I hate to say this, but there was a hotfix that came out yesterday, and it does affect employment between capitalists and I think it's aristocrats. So we should keep that in mind with this. Once again, I thought we were going to be clear of hotfixes, but they had one sent out there. All right, we have water tube boiler. I don't think we do. Actually, I should check here. Do we need any labor-saving PMs yet? Antioquia can actually use some. Cundinamarca can actually use some. Oh, Guevara, we actually have a lot of people. Yeah. Ooh, Ecuador, actually, we had almost 100,000 there. Okay. That's very weird. I want to do... I'm not going to do something right now. I want to save a separate Columbia stream free hotfix. When we're done, I want to load the game up before the hotfix from yesterday and see what these employment numbers are like. Because we had almost 100,000 peasants, I feel like, when we ended last episode. So after the stream, I'll check that out. We can unpause here. So, Antioquia, what can we utilize? Yes, hey, Jacob. Yeah, I did get it. Thank you. I'm excited to check it out. I haven't been able to check it out yet. Between video editing and my other job, but I'm excited to check it out. Probably this weekend I'll be able to sit down and load it up. But it looks really cool, but thank you for sending it. You know, hold on. I always forget what water tube boiler saves you on. Oh, yeah. Furniture, tooling, paper, steels, and motor. Yeah. So we can save some here. Actually, what am I doing now? I want Antioquia here. Yeah. Ooh, that's gonna really make it unprofitable. Make that unprofitable. Alright, so we'll do that there. We can't save anything there. Now let's take a look at our resources. So we don't need to go to condensing engine pump yet here. We do need more tools, and we need more coal. Are we utilizing everything in our coal mines? Oh, we are not. Now we got tons of coal. So tools, I believe we are utilizing everything with tools. Because we just have the steel tools. Okay, now let's go through and make sure we're saving workers. Of course, we need tools here. Although now we have a lot of people, so let's build some tools. Build a tooling workshop there. It'll help give us more steel. Ah, law progress to voting. Excellent. Augustorio Castro and Silvestre Guevara Lira were spotted in discussions about the coming election. Preachers the next day were extolling virtues of the Conservative Party. Ooh, political strength of the votes of clergymen. Can we... What is the momentum at right now? This is a tough one. +5 political strength for the votes of clergymen will be tough. But I also don't want to give them 30% momentum on that. Hey, John, how you doing? Hello, hello. What's going on? Will you colonize West Africa? Yeah, we will be. Actually, wait. Yeah, what did happen with that? Didn't we... What did we do last episode? Oh, yeah, we got colonial exploitation. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I was waiting to get another strategic interest to put one here. Okay. We're going to take the one off of China. I really want to get a colony going so we have land to trade to Great Britain and possibly even France. And to be honest with you, I want to start colonizing here. I want to colonize here and here so that we can trade this land and maybe keep this for the coal. Though we do have... Actually, we could trade both. I mean, we have access to a lot of coal. So we'll wait for that interest to activate. Oh man, I almost forgot about that. What's our lobby opportunity? An alliance with Germany. What even is the likelihood of that? Not good. Yeah, we would need much more of a power projection for that, so we'll wait. We're getting more navy, so maybe. Yeah, so now we're getting the military shipyards. Sylvester Guevara Ilira. Who is this guy? Oh, he's the leader of our Catholic Church. Intends to travel across Panama by train to campaign for the Conservative Party. So the election's in 132 days. I mean, at this point, I want the railway throughput. They're gonna win this election. Who is in power right now? Who do we have in power? Oh, it is them. You can conquer some Kenyan countries to colonize West Africa. We could do some conquering. This is true. This is true. Do we have our interest yet? No, we do not. But, I mean, I guess we could. I do want to stay under 25 infamy, and I want to use our infamy here. Do we still have a truce with Peru? For 13 more months. Oh, you know what, though? I forgot. Oh, here we got our interest in Congo. I forgot. We don't have... Alright. We don't have quinine. Ouch. Alright. So we gotta do that next. Then we'll move on to this stuff. I want to finish off this level of the production tank. Now, in the last war, we got military access from Chile, and we did this so that we can just take this stuff from Bolivia. Yeah, they got their 1 battalion. Ooh, it looks like Spain would get involved in this. We don't want to incur the wrath of Spain. Looks like Belgium, too. What is their interest over here? Well, okay, so we're not doing that yet. We have a bunch of influence, so... let's improve relations. Alright, so now... yeah, look. So we needed coal before, but now we really don't. We're already building some of these. I don't want to waste construction. We can always use more coal. So we'll build it, but we'll take the rest of them off. As ironic as it might be, many members of the government seem to have caught a cold today, the day of the debate. Few members have enough strength to make it in for the debate. Well, what's interesting is, so with this one we'll lose 10 legitimacy. That'll keep us in contested government, and we're about to have an election. So that'll probably be remedied by that. So we'll take that. Hey, reverse ham cuts. Hey, do you like grapes? I do like grapes. I like green grapes. I do like green grapes. Why do you ask? The French uprising against Germany. What happened over here? Wait, this is very strange. You can't declare war on just an uprising. Unless, like, they're already independent. But why then would they be called the French uprising? Very strange. Oh no, I'd forgotten about the Super Chile. Yeah. The Super Chile. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Super Frank. Hello, hello. Also, the -10 legitimacy is only while the law is actively passing. No brainer, I think. Oh, yes! That's true. Very true. I always forget about that sometimes. It's only during... Sometimes it's while the law is being enacted, and sometimes it's for a certain number of years. But yeah, that one... Although it doesn't look like we're suffering from it. Oh no, the game is doing some weird things after this hotfix. I don't like it. I swear I chose that one. Thomas de Abaldia, a prominent member of the Conservative Party, has been accused of gross corruption. He strenuously denied all allegations until damning letters surfaced signed by him. Oh yeah, I'll take negative 20% momentum to them. Might be once the law is passed, but I think that would be a way of a harsh punishment. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've seen one where it's like, this is what you'll get this after the law passes, so I don't know. I'll have to go back. I'll have to go to the instant replay on that one after the stream is over. So, do we have road maintenance going in Lima? We do. Yeah, we have some bad construction efficiency there. Look at our budget, though. See, this always happens after a hotfix. The budget is, like, so very different. But that doesn't mean we can afford another construction sector or two. Actually, we're suffering employment here. So we'll do it in Ecuador. Got ourselves up to 90. So what deals do we have with... We don't have any deals with Great Britain. We have good relations. My God, give me some trade privileges, my friends. 60% chance if we just give them the power block. Oh, election is done. Let's do this for 10 years. Alright, so we now have Petit Bourgeoisie president. Yeah, now. Oh, we have high income taxes going on. I gotta take a look at that. So what do we get with this guy? We get literary. So we get that plus 25% infamy decay. Now might be the time for war. Alright. Just did the instant replay. It said during the current or next law enactment. Oh, so while the next law is actively passing? Although during the current or next. I mean, this is the current. It's very strange. Ham, would you agree to merge New Jersey and New York to reduce the number of states? Super New York. No. Not at all. As somebody who was... no. Okay. Somebody who grew up in New Jersey and now lives in New York, I left New Jersey for a reason. I want them to be separate. Plus, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the benefit would be, to be honest with you. Yeah, so if we give them some investment rights, I think we'll do this for 10 years. We'll do it. We own 86%. Oh wait, we already did that. Alright, we got it. So we got some trade privileges with Great Britain. Farmers in Acre... I gotta look up how to pronounce that. Have been making appeals to the government about the dangers of the equipment they are using, and would like to have some sort of health care to reduce the hardships for them. Ooh, mortality of workers for 5 years. I would rather not. We cannot lose people. The one thing we're not, like, swimming in are pops. So we'll take the 10%. Hey, oh yeah, Jersey. Right? You've spoken like a true New Yorker, my friend. Might have something to do with the fact you are already in voting. Oh, maybe. Yeah, best case you would get rid of it after one cycle. Maybe that's why it's next one. Well, that needs some research. Yeah, it does, right? It is very interesting. Now I am kind of curious to see what happens after this ends. Because we're not suffering it right now. Let's take the taxes down. Yeah, now we're at a righteous government. Is New Jersey really that bad? I hear everyone saying it. When they talk about it, they have that 1,000-yard stare, like they're on the front lines in the past. You know what it is? It isn't actually. It's not bad at all. It's just, I don't know why, it's just fun. It's fun to make fun of Jersey in that way. And I will say, having grown up in New Jersey, people from New Jersey do the same thing with people from New York. It's just kind of a fun thing to do. But actually, no, New Jersey's very, very nice. It's one of those things where if somebody not from New Jersey or New York were to criticize New Jersey, I'd start to defend New Jersey. Kind of like, you know, how you can tease your little brother, but other people can't. It's kind of like that. Oh, can we get involved in this? Oh, no, we can't. That's right, because we have a truce. Look at us, sitting at plus 20k. So we should improve construction, though we could also start improving the military quite a bit. We do need to save some money to spend on military. The armed forces suggest a more hardline foreign policy towards Chile due to our poor relations. Sure, we'll do that. Interesting, they're protective of us, we have amicable relations, but they won't do this. Yeah, negative 220, so they'll take this more just because of the lobby opportunity. Yeah, they want our military power to be a little bit more. Conquering the Guyanas is going to be a pain. Yeah, that's gonna be the hardest part. So, yes, we have public health. I remember a long time ago, I did my Colombia run off. This is long before I was streaming. This must have been like maybe 1.5, something like that. So I went for the achievement. I was kind of just like casually going for it. And I remember I had everything except these. And I just didn't know enough about the game yet to really know how to take on the great powers there. So I feel like this is why the achievement is listed as hard. It's under hard, right? Yeah. I feel like the reason why it's listed as hard is because you have two major European powers and then one big European power that you have to go to war with over this stuff. So that'll be a little tricky. All right, let's do 2 more construction sectors. That'll bring us to 100, and then we'll start spending money on expanding our military. Ooh, wait, don't we have an artillery foundry yet? We do. All right, let's start... Oh, because we're doing that. Let's start tariffing this so we can start making it ourselves. I mean, the Netherlands is manageable, yeah, but France and the United Kingdom, the key is to unite with Germany and wait for them to do what Germany does best. Yeah. That's why I would like to really utilize this lobby opportunity. So really, we have 3 years here to improve our military power projection. To convince Germany to back us. Now, I believe... Yeah, we can go to skirmish infantry. So we should start building munitions. And so we need explosives and lead. And we're about to build explosives in Lima. And they have lead there, so perfect. So build us... we'll go with 2. Build us 2 munitions plants. So this, basically, is all here in Lima. Why are we doing cooling in Bolivar? I mean, I assume we need it, but... Maybe we can get the private sector to build that. The music is exciting while the guy describes weapon strategies. Yeah, this is true, right? It finally is matching up. Hey, Inyuri, hello, hello, welcome in, my friend. How are you? Good to see you. So they want us to sell them 10 Man of Wars. We'll get Ooh, and we'll get 10... Can we afford that? So right now our navies need 6. But so we're gonna have 10 of these. That'll be 10. We're gonna have 10 of those. That'll be 30. So 40. How many does one military shipyard make? 35. We could build another level of this. Is the military shipyard fully hired? Oh, we have another one being built in Zalia? Who's building it? Oh, Britain. Oh, Britain. Thank you. Actually, they're building 2 more. Okay, well, yeah, let's take this. I don't care about playing the DLC, but I'm real excited for the Japan stream tonight. Oh, nice! I'm glad you are. Seeing the extended CK3 map feels like a dream, to be honest. Yes, it does, right? So I was just saying earlier that last night I finally got to sit down and play All Under Heaven for the first time. And I did a little bit of playing, but then, you know, I actually kind of got sidetracked with the map and ended up just, like, exploring the map and looking around and seeing where everything was, pulling up the different start years, and then looking at that map. It was actually really cool. Hey, Nemesis, hello, hello. Hey, man, I posted a question on your Discord, new player support, please. Oh, look into it when you have the time. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I will look at that. I'm so bad at keeping up with the Discord. I try, but I will take a look. Apologies. Some of these Victoria 3 deals are funny. Out of nowhere, Belgium says, "You're going to give me trade privileges and let me invest in your country for free." Like, who are you? Get out of here. Yeah, I start to look at those types of deals as, oh, this is an offer for a negotiation because they're so ridiculous that they can't be the deal the country is hoping to get. It has to just be like, hey, here's what we want. What do you want? Because then it makes sense. We'll have the Meiji era a century earlier. We might. We might. I will try. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. The new government structures, even the buildings like on the map, look really cool too. Hey, Dove Twitch TV. Hello, hello. Heyo. I'm so tempted to get it. The Silk Road seems cool. Yes. Yeah, I was looking at that a little bit yesterday. It was like, I saw it right before I got sidetracked by just exploring the map left and right. Ambassadors from Great Britain have approached us about the possibility of them acquiring land near Panama City to build a canal. No. Well, they already have a claim on Panama. They already put a claim there. If they go after that, you know, we can go after this. But I would really like... I thought they already had that claim. But I would really like to have Germany on our side by then. I understand. When they added trains and the like to Hearts of Iron 4, I did the same for more time than I'd like to admit, right? I get it. I get it. Like, when new things are added to the maps of these games, you know, even Victoria 3, the map in this game is cool. I sometimes like, let me find one, watching your city expand as you build things. I sometimes forget to zoom into the map of Victoria 3, but they have a beautiful map too. And the way it changes as you get new tech and everything. No British, I know. The British are coming. The British are coming. I've also been fascinated recently with Chinese gunpowder, and I think All Under Heaven adds handgunners. Really? Want to see about how an aggressive China run with mostly firearms. No one on YouTube has done that yet. Oh, man. That would be wild, seeing guns in Crusader Kings. That would be strong. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to do that. I'm excited to do a China run after a Japan run. And then something in Indonesia. You know, thinking so much about Japan and China, I realized yesterday going through the map, I totally forgot about Indonesia as well. Laissez-faire is the meta with Japan. Yeah. I should do a Victoria 3 Japan stream at some point. I keep wondering if China, like, embraced firearms. Yeah, what would have been, right? What would have been? Well, we can find out. And then next week, EU5 comes out. You can do your firearms run with China and CK3 and then load it into EU5. I'm sure somebody will make that converter at some point. Well, I've honestly never really zoomed in on it. Didn't even know you could see the towns expanding such. Yes, I know. It's something I really love to do when I do a Congo run, because your city here starts with like almost nothing, and you really see it start to expand out. And they showed a little bit in one of the dev diaries for the 1.10 update, but like once you build logging camps, let me see if I can find one. You'll have like a logging camp somewhere. Like here are, yeah, we have like rice fields. So those are the rice fields. And over here, I forget what the logging camps are supposed to look like. But anyway, the logging camps will look different as you progress through the eras. Yeah, this would be probably like an iron or coal mine here. Maybe. Montenegro has more exclusive events than China. Let that sink in. Montenegro has more exclusive events than China. I have a feeling, though. I have a feeling we're going to get, like, a China DLC. Kind of like Colossus of the South or National Awakening. I feel like there's going to be... I don't know when, but a DLC that's all about Great Qing and then like the surrounding areas, but really focus on Great Qing, because that seems to be the next place. They've done a DLC in South America, they've done quite a few in Europe, and they always kind of focus on the largest country there. So like Colossus of the South gave the most content to Brazil, but there's stuff for everybody. I feel like after Iberian Twilight, when they do like the next season, I feel like we're going to get a Great Qing Asia DLC. I was literally thinking about a converter today. I need to start thinking of scenarios to set up in CK3 for EU5. Yeah, yeah. I really want to do an EU5. Start as Great Britain, colonize North America, switch to the North American colonies, create the United States, and then load that into Victoria 3. I'm excited to do that. I want to play a United States as a small country run, and I need EU5 for that. One challenge I'd really like to do is a Kingdom of Congo with modern borders. Is that possible? You're a Congo expert. I mean, it's definitely possible. It's hard to do though, because everybody, so you're pretty safe as Congo in the first 30 years. But once you get to like probably around around this time right now or to 1870, as you can see, you really start to see Great Britain and France start to colonize around you. So to really make the modern day Congo borders, eventually you got to go to war with people. You can't just colonize your way to it. Good God, I would love a Korea DLC. Forget about Great Qing. Well, no, I feel like how like Colossus of the South was mainly Brazil, but you got stuff for like Colombia, you got stuff for everybody. I feel like a Great Qing DLC would have a lot of stuff for Korea, because Korea starts off as a subject of Great Qing. Kind of like how National Awakening was all about Austria, but we got so much content for like Serbia and Montenegro and all of that. So I think we would get some great Korea content if there was like a Great Qing DLC. Will you conquer West Africa, please? Why not conquer Chile? Well, Chile we have a truce with right now. So we gotta wait about 3 more years. We just conquered some land off of them. I mean, with console commands, you can do whatever you want. This is true. Very good point. You always got those handy-dandy console commands. Speaking of Congo so much, one of my favorite EU4 achievements is taking them and conquering every single province in Africa. Oh, is that an achievement? I hope they have that in EU5. Because you know I'll be doing some Congo action in EU5 at some point. General Julian Lopez's personal habits are starting to get in the way of his role as a general. Yeah, see, this guy's good, though. I know he's an alcoholic, but, you know, who isn't? Will you please conquer Chile? I will. I will. We have a truce with them right now. We can't attack them right now. But we are going after the Grander Colombia achievement. So we got to conquer all of South America except for Brazil. So we're going to be conquering all the way down here. Have you seen the EU5 achievements? A little underwhelming, but I don't mind some basic ones to start with. I haven't checked them out. Actually, now that you mention that, I gotta look them up. I have to look those up. You know, we are now less than a week away from EU5. Facts King. Who isn't an alcoholic? Thank you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I had to laugh one day. One of my kids' friends had a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, and one of the other dads that I know, we walked in, and he was like kind of hanging around the front where you can buy alcohol, and he saw me walk in, and he's like, "Oh, good, you're here. Do you want to get a drink with me?" Because it turns out he didn't want to be the only parent drinking, but he knew I would definitely get a drink. No way. No way. Hold on, my friends. Hold on. Of course this happens. Literally, 30 minutes ago, Victoria 3 released their first dev diary about Iberian Twilight. There's not much. It looks like it's just like the commercial and everything, but oh boy, my friends, it is time. We're going to be doing some dev diary TLDR videos in the next couple weeks. Oh, I'm excited to look at that later. Can you please conquer the District of Columbia, please? Maybe. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. There's a part of me that kind of wants to get the achievement where you win the struggle to be the leader of a power block. So it would mean we'd have to get into the United States trade league here. So part of me that kind of wants to go after that. We'll see. I have a lot of ambitions for this run. So far we're on track though. There's that achievement of having control of all the Amazonian states and building railroads through them. It's possible to do it in this run, but you'll have to include some Brazilian provinces. This is true, although I already have that achievement. But we could go for it. We could try to do it. It'll still show us on screen here if we get it. But yeah, the Devil's Railroad it's called. So I have that one, but it doesn't mean we can't try it anyway. Trendsetter, that's right. To be honest, I'm at the point where I'm like ridiculously excited for it. I can't stop thinking about it as we trudge through work. Me too. I have to say, I really want to give it a try. I'm tired of reading about it. I now just want to do it. I'm ready for it. Oh, Morocco will probably get content for Iberian Twilight. You are so right. I did not think of that. Oh my god, we might have Morocco's Modern Life too on the channel at some point. Whoa, they did. Yeah, I just got like a bing on my watch about it. I know you're excited about that. You can't call yourself Grander Colombia without DC. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying there, Grander Colombia. Yeah, we can't be a Grand Colombia if we don't have the district. What is it with Paradox and Iberia? Yeah, right? Do they have to do something in every title? It's so true. You're right, Crusader Kings had a whole DLC dedicated to it. Now Victoria 3, and you know EU4 did. EU5 will be all about it too. Just wait for the just wait for the Iberian DLC for Stellaris. Oh my god, well played. Well played. Yeah. When Surviving Mars Relaunched comes out, we'll have like an Iberian DLC. Iberia Mars. Hey, that could be an achievement. Like Columbia, have the District of Columbia and call it the real Columbia. You should work at Paradox, Sam. Yeah, right? Will the real Columbia please stand up? That might be the alternate title. The district is your clay. Honestly, they probably made a deal with the Spanish government to set up a studio there. Yeah, right. Maybe that was the thing. We'll give you land rent free, You just got to make a big deal about us in every single game you make. Johan dodging taxes. That should be the name of another achievement. You have to get a regional HQ somewhere in Spain and call it Johan dodging taxes. Spain, Mexico, Portugal, Canada, Australia, Italy, the Netherlands, Egypt, and several other countries in the game have fewer events than Montenegro. Montenegro, I think, though, got lucky because of its association to Austria in that DLC. Johan is in CK3. Landless Johan might go viral on YouTube. Wait, is he really a character? Did they make him a character in that? Because that's hilarious. All right. So we have explosives. We don't have a big need for it. First thing we're going to do. Oh, why are we not using this in the gold mines? We're going to utilize them in the gold mines. I can tell you that much. Now, do we have... So that'll build up in a moment. Hydraulic cranes. How are our merchant... Look at this. We actually need... I've never had a run where I needed more merchant marines. Like, we need more ports. So we'll build that. So this will give us the buffer, because once the first munitions plant finishes, we're going to start upgrading our military, and then we'll start building some more skirmish infantry. And hopefully that'll give us a little bit more power projection, and maybe Germany will accept that alliance. And we're now going to make this the first National Guard. We certainly don't need that in this army. Also note the Columbia River. Oh yeah. Gotta add that in there, right? Let's take a look at our company. Alright. Yeah, we need to be... Alright, let's slow down for a second here. We're gonna start looking at our railways. You know, we really need more railways so that we can save labor on this stuff. And we need the steel to be profitable, so we need more motors to make this more profitable. So, we got some work to do here. Let's build... Oh wait, actually no, I don't want to add anything yet, because I do want to add some military. We only have a year and 9 months of this left, so we'll wait. Oh, and we're not passing a law. What am I doing? What am I doing with myself here? Right. Oh, yes. So, okay, so here's something we're gonna do. Well, hold on. We need to upgrade... We need to upgrade some of this stuff. I would like to get off of slavery. I would also like to get off of this. But the church is a little powerful at the moment. Ah, yes. Let's make this guy... I forgot. We wanted to make this guy our leader of the aristocrats. Or the landowners, I mean. It'll give them a little bit more political strength and pop attraction. Although, wait, what am I thinking about those? So they have a slaver. So getting rid of him is not going to get rid of their pro-slavery stance, though. Who can we bring in? Although it might help us get some different people. Stop everything. The trailer for the Iberia DLC has been released. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The Iberian Twilight dev diary just came out, and it has, and then I said it has the trailer on there. So, you know, maybe do we want to watch it on stream after the break? Oh, we have a break right now. Yeah, maybe we'll do a 90-second break, and then I'm kind of curious to see it. Well, we do have to pay homage to the gods of ads right now, so that people don't have to miss gameplay during ads. So, we're going to take a quick 90-second break, go to the bathroom, get some coffee or water, and I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Yeah, all right. Let's look at the trailer real quick. How can we not, right? How can we not? All right, let me get it loaded in here. Let's do this. Let's see what Iberian Twilight is going to be about. Oh, no, not that. Here we go. Alright, I'll turn the sound up on this a little bit.
Peggy 12.
Spain.
and Portugal. In the age of discovery, they crossed the seas and carved out empires of glory and grandeur. But the golden age turned to sand, and now these titans are reeling, rocked by internal war and strife, caught between the old world and the new. Reform or react? What will it take to reverse fortunes and restore glory?
Aw, that's all you're gonna give us? December 11th. Okay, we got a date. Very, very interesting. Okay. Wow. Cool. Didn't give us much, but yeah, look, we see that we're gonna have a new power block. Excited to go over that when the stream is done here. So yeah, I'll probably try to get a dev diary video for that out either later today or early tomorrow. That looks like it's going to be fun. I guess there might be some more content for South America, which, you know me, I am all for. Tell me though that means I did a Colombia run here a little too soon. Oh, you know, I didn't think of that flavor for Cuba. Oh my god. I forgot. We are definitely going to be having ourselves a Cuba run with Iberian Twilight. I can tell you that much. Obviously, Ham will play against Portugal because it's smaller than Spain. You know it. That's the moment they announced Iberian Twilight way back when. I said, oh, okay, I guess I'm going to be doing a Portugal stream then. Hey, Peter. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing? Good to see you. All right, so what we're going to do is... once the munitions plants are done and we build this port, we're going to build some more military, get our power projection up, and then we're going to start working on getting a couple government admins so we can start tackling this a little bit, and then start making this stuff more profitable. That is the plan. Oh, we got 11 months on joint stock companies. What should our next company be? What should it be? Oh, honestly, it should be the canal company. We need to get to 1,000 bureaucracy to start doing it. That's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be what our next company is. The canal company. Goody, have Thursday night off, so weekend starts now. Oh, nice! Haha! Very nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. Always nice when the weekend starts off early. Oh, we suddenly have a bad trade advantage here. Yeah, we're producing more than we have for the advantage. You know, we probably need more trade capacity. Where do we have the shipyards? In quite a few places. That's right, we have one in Cauca. We have one here, and it looks like it could be a little more profitable. No. What's their problem here? Come on, it's Colombia. How is there not a totally legit organic produce company? I know, right? Oops. Yeah, you wondered about that, right? We have the generic one. We have tobacco. We could add tobacco to it. Honestly, getting negative 10% radicals from political movements might not be so bad. We get the prestige good there. I don't think we have tea, though. Yeah, we don't have access to tea. Hey, Jack, hello. Hello, welcome in, friend. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, we got our first munitions plant. All right, so let's start upgrading. Let's see, they take one each. How much does one building make? 50. So we can get like up to 50 units upgraded. Perfect. That'll be our entire military. You ever play Fallout? I love Fallout. Fallout is like one of my favorite games. I started with Fallout 3. Like, I believe most of us have. Though there are some people who really started with the original ones. But yeah. Fallout 3. I love Fallout 4. I love New Vegas. I'm not one of those people that's like, you know, because I love Fallout 4, I hate New Vegas. And because I love New Vegas, I hate Fallout 4. I love it. Fallout 76, I'm not big on, like, the online thing, so I gave it a try. It was pretty cool, but it wasn't really my thing. Alright. We don't have a lot of people in Lima, though. Well, people can move there. Great Britain colonized Congo. That's not good. You know, we need more people in here. Yeah, we are really starting to run low on people. What are... See, we do have a lot of North Andean people here. See, I was worried it was going to be majority Amazonian. Alright, so let's build some barracks in Guevara. Can't wait for the CL3 stream later. The DLC is so good. Yes, I was saying earlier, I finally got to give it a try last night. And I am loving it. It is really cool. Man, I gotta find some room in the stream schedule to keep it going. Because with EU5 coming out next week, the schedule's getting a little packed. Oh, reverse Sam, because I have to go, guys. A settlement needs my help. Have a good live stream. Thanks. Always good to see you, my friend. Always good to see you. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. I'm playing a mod list right now that combines 3 and New Vegas with an additional 1,500 mods. Can't wait to play them. Oh my god. Your console or computer or whatever you're playing it on is gonna have its work cut out for it. That sounds awesome, though. It really does feel like 4 with these games. Oh my god. And we don't talk about 76 here. The game that will not be named. Honestly, just having all of Asia is awesome, even if you aren't in the region. I know, it really is, right? It really is cool. You know, a part of me last night looking at the CK3 map now with Asia was like, I really want them to add North America now. I want to play some of the, like, native tribes in a Crusader King style thing. That would be epic to me. That would be amazing. Alright, we have realism, so we can upgrade some of the arts academies here. I don't remember off the top of my head if we have any. We don't. Look at that. Nobody's built us some arts academies yet? Fallout 4 was the only game I ever refunded. Really? You didn't like Fallout 4? What was it you didn't like about it? To be honest, I wouldn't mind one less Vicky 3 stream to increase the variety. Yeah, well, actually, so sorry, we are going to have one less. So starting next week, I'm going to be doing Tuesdays is Victoria 3 Day and Thursdays is EU5 days. So I'll be doing 2 sessions of Victoria 3 on Tuesdays and 2 sessions of EU5 on Thursdays. It's a 15-year-old game. It runs great. Oh, yeah, you know, you're right. What was I thinking? Yeah, obviously. I kind of forget how old that game is now. Ouch. Peruvian Revolt. Yeah, nobody wants me involved in that. Let's take a look real quick again at Bolivia, if anybody's going to get involved in anything we do here. Russia. Why, though? Oh, yeah. They're protective towards them? Why does everybody love Bolivia suddenly? What happened if we just made them a protectorate? Yeah, same thing. It's funny, everybody's like, you can take Peru, you can take Chile, but keep your greedy hands off of Bolivia. The only reason I don't think North America is that they can't make contact at all, but maybe that means they can add them without affected performance much. This is true, right? Yeah. You're right, you can't have contact. So it would be interesting if they made maybe then like a side game. Like CK3, but the map was only the Western Hemisphere. Then you don't have like the non-historical contact. You're right, though. That's true. Why have the entire map if you can't ever contact each other? I don't know if they will add North America. I'm not really sure if we even have accurate enough data for the time. Plus, I don't know how they would interact with the rest of the world unless they just wouldn't. Yeah, I'm just saying, I feel like it would be cool. It would be a cool run to do in the, like, CK3 world, or game engine, I mean. Fallout 4 was the only Fallout game I ever played. All the marketing made it look like an RPG with shooter elements, but for me it felt like a shooter with RPG elements, and I don't like shooters. Ah, yeah. I get what you mean about that. I actually am not a big fan of shooters either. I think for me, Fallout in general, it's just, I really love the story. The story really brings me in. It's just like, it's a really fascinating storyline to me. I'm excited for EU5. Hopefully it's going to have a good launch. Yeah, I'm excited for it too. And you know what? Like, it's going to be buggy. There's going to be some hiccups. I guess the thing is, like, I hope there shouldn't be so many hiccups that you can't play it, but I don't think it will be like that. But I feel like it's best to stay off of the EU5 Reddit the first week of the launch. Because I feel like it's going to be littered with people being like, this game is unplayable! Alright, can we do more glass here? We really need to fix tools. Wait, do we not have any glassworks yet? Ugh, how is that possible? Alright, where do we have the lead? in our country. Is it just Lima? Alright, Lima it is. Let's build 2 levels of that. Although we are running out of people. Uh-oh, maybe the Euro intervention point. Yeah, I think that's where we are. I think that's why we're getting all this, like, don't mess with Bolivia. So it's a good thing we're starting to upgrade our military now. The only thing the world can agree on, a free Bolivia. Yeah, seriously. Suddenly that's the line that you can't cross. You gotta try after the end in CK3, please. Wait, what is that? After the end? Is that, oh, is that like a, is that a mod? Alright, joint stock companies. So we're gonna hold on to the company slot right now. Your only fallout is 4. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, there are games that... There's a lot of, like, major games I've never really played. Like, I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna lose subscribers on this one. I've never really played Mass Effect. I just never... Like, when I was a kid, I only had so many asks for video games. I had many ahead of it, so I never played it. And now I'm like, I would like to play it, but there's just so many games to play. But yeah, I've never played Mass Effect. I can get on board with that. The only shooter I play is Warframe. Yeah, I'm not big on shooters. I don't mind them if it's a good game, but I don't mind bugs as long as performance is good enough to actually play. Yeah, exactly. As long as I can load it up and do it, right? Otherwise, I'm meh on shooters. Yeah. Oh, I love the story as well. That's why I absolutely adore the Amazon show. Yeah, same. I like the setting, the idea of how the world became what it is. Well, that was a bad brain. Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah, exactly. Same. I really like I think the show did very well, which was a tough ask for a game like that. But they did well. It's a mod that takes place in North America. No, what? And South after nuclear war. Wait, like Disney is a kingdom in France or in Florida. I mean, what am I saying? There's a kingdom around the Bass Pro Shop pyramid. Wait. This is in CK3? Oh my god, I definitely gotta try that. I've tried to play Mass Effect 1 like 5 times, and I can't get past like the first few hours. I'm with you there. Thank you. I wasn't sure if that was like one of those video game cardinal sins to say that you haven't done Mass Effect. It's fun playing in like the home country though. Marching an army in CK3 real places I've driven is so cool. Yeah, I want to try this. Mass Effect's my favorite game of all time. Yeah, that's the thing. People love that game. And I feel like I would love it too. I don't have the time to dedicate to a massive game like that right now. I remember when Victoria 3 was first released and you could only play with like 1870 till the game grinded to a performance level. I remember that too. I remember that. Thankfully, the performance is much better now. Yeah. Thank you. Thankfully. Yeah, CK3 has a lot of total conversion mods that completely changes the game. I gotta go check out the mods. See, I don't naturally go to mods. Like, I've done the Game of Thrones mod just because I heard there was a Game of Thrones mod, and I was always like, well, that just makes total sense. How are we doing here? So we've got more units. Okay, why oh why are we importing? Don't import, build. I suppose my gaming cardinal sin would be if you've never played Dishonored. I've never played Dishonored. I know of it. But I have not played it. I know it's really good. Alright, let's get this thing going. Well, it seems like I need to chat on Twitch again because YouTube swallowed my last message. Oh, really? Oh, man. Yeah, stay off of Reddit when a new game releases. I'm on the Football Manager Reddit. Oh, no. I can only imagine it's a nuclear hellhole there. Oh, God. Football Manager is not the place to be right now. Especially after FM25 didn't come out. So everybody's been waiting like 2 years now for a new one. I can only imagine it's nuclear over there when the game comes out and there's anything. Just had so much more regional flavor with the clothes. Oh man, I gotta look at those now. You have broken my heart on this Thursday morning. I'm sorry, oh yeah. Not the first heart I've broken. Maybe not the last. But one I definitely regret breaking. Come on, Steel. Come on, Steel. We really need you here. Why would you guys build a steel mill here? Well, let's build some tools. We can always use more tools. I feel like tools is always a good one to have one in every state if you can swing it. Yeah, sometimes YouTube just doesn't send a chat message. Yeah, I don't know if it's YouTube's filters or what. I have no idea. I don't think it's censoring it, because when they censor stuff, I can see it on my end. But there's many times where people send messages and it doesn't show up and I don't see it. Played Fallout 3, 4, and New Vegas. Did enjoy, Mass Effect 1 to 3, Andromeda. Oh, Andromeda completely failed on me, and now I just avoid Mass Effect and Fallout. Yeah. See, my problem, too, is I can never finish games like that. Like, I've played so many Fallout games, I've never completed any of them. Because there's just so much to do. Alright, this is probably going to be our last chance at getting this alliance with Germany. Damn. I was really hoping... Look at that. After all that stuff we built, we only changed by 11 on the power projection. I mean, we have the 14th biggest military now. The ongoing election has drawn attention to the platforms of the various contending parties. Across Grander Colombia, the electorate debates which party is worth trusting with the next term in government. Yeah, let's try to get the Liberal Party back on top here. Ah, we're starting off on a good footing. I think it's called the Community Flavor Pack. It's an incredibly popular mod for CK3, and it literally just adds more clothes for region flavor and cool looks. Oh, nice. It's actually won some genuine awards. It's so good. Wow. All right. The Community Flavor mod. I will check that one out. Can you conscript a lot? They count against your power projection. Ah, you're right. You're right. Have I added up all that I can? We do have some. Well, not in this army, but I don't think I've kept up. Yeah, we haven't gained a lot. But I also didn't upgrade the conscripts. I just like it because I like to make my CK3 characters look cool, yeah, whilst keeping the game vanilla for everything else. Yeah, adding clothes actually it would be cool for Crusader Kings 3, because I also love playing with the clothing my characters have in that game. It is actually pretty fun. Alright, let's go through our buildings list here. We need to start saving on labor. Oh, we now are going to have an arts academy, so we'll do that. Do we need more explosives? Yeah, we do. In collaboration with the Conservative Party, Augusto Castro has secured a deal for cheap and quickly distributed pamphlets in support of the party. I'll do that one. Fallout games are fun in the early phase. Yeah, they do get boring mid, and I have problems, or mid, and I have problems completing them as well. Yeah, exactly. I just kind of fizzle out at a certain point. There's also just maybe sometimes like too much going on in the game. I'll send the mod in the Discord. It is updated for the current version if you wanted to use it. Wait, you mean they've already updated it for All Under Heaven? That's amazing. It changes nothing else about the game, just more clothes. Nice. When I want an alliance, I remove decrees. Add enlistment efforts. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, in large states, conscript a lot, get the alliance, and remove everything afterwards. That's smart. I've never thought of that. I've never thought of that. We lost the lobby opportunity, but now I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I think the mod developer gets early access to update from pair. Oh, yes, yes. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Oh, we're doing violent suppression in Lima. Has it gone down? Ooh, hold on. We are... alright, yeah, we need this railroad to hire up. Alright, we'll come back on February 5th. So, I'm kind of curious now. Party-affiliated newspapers have been proliferating during this election season. Publications associated with the Conservative Party have been particularly effective in spreading the party line. Yeah, let's just take the paper mill's throughput. So let's do a little test here. So we don't have the lobby opportunity anymore, but they're calculating our army power projection at 162. I think the place we had the most workers would be Antioquia. So let's go into the National Guard here. Let's do it. Let's let it give a Monday update, because you never know what needs a Monday update. Alright, let's take a look. Wow. That went down, like, by 40 points almost. Not a bad idea. So he's always really quick. It's literally a standard mod for me. Adds so many cool looking crowns and outfit possibilities. Yeah, I definitely gotta check that out now. Because attire, I think, makes a lot of sense to add into CK3. The mod size reflected to over 1 gig. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Germany form. Yeah, I feel like Germany forms a lot now since National Awakening came out. I feel like we see Germany quite a lot. Hey, we got the Twitch bot. It's a real Twitch party now. It's not a Twitch party till the Twitch bot bots. Should have thought of that one ahead of time. Goodbye, Twitch bot. Let's see what we got here. Oh, got involved in a France-Brit war on France side as Japan. Now Britain is throwing 5 landings on me. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. How's your navy? I think it's because Austria is generally weaker now for the War of Prussia. Yeah, so Prussia actually wins unification candidacy. Yeah, exactly. I think that kind of has a lot to do with it. Oh, what did we get here? Alright. So we got the Liberal Party back in action. So now we can start looking at some laws again. And so our industrialist is now our president. We get some influence, some authority. Ooh, but negative 25% infamy decay. Not great for us, since we need to be doing some wars. What's the pro-slavery movement at? 11%. You know, I kind of want to go to elected bureaucrats, because we really could use more bureaucracy. We're going to do that. Confederation of the Rhine formed in my game. Oh, wow. So, no more Austria. That is a first for me. I don't think I've ever seen Confederation of the Rhine naturally form. Also, did you see yesterday during the EU5, yeah, pre-release stream by the devs, the game crashed? I know, I did see that. Wonk, wonk, wonk. Everybody on Reddit had a good old time on that one. Rubber has been successfully grown in Miranda. The fragile nature of these trees and their difficult-to-meet conditions make this achievement exceptionally important. Alright, good. Plus 10% state construction efficiency is something we very much could use. That's pretty funny. I've never seen someone switch the recording screen so quickly. I haven't seen the video, I just heard it happen. I gotta look it up now. I wonder if they've cut that out of the pod. Navy is not enough, but my army will keep them off land. Oh, nice. Late Age Samurais. Ah, very good. Yeah, that's true. Very good army can do... Army is probably better to have for the defending a landing than the Navy itself. Alright, I wanna do some government admins here. Do one in Miranda. So we need 4 just to cover the deficit. We'll try to spread them around here. I don't want to do them in unincorporated places. Oh, we gotta incorporate that place. Maybe we won't. I don't know. I'll look at it. Let's get one going in Ecuador, and then we'll go back to the capital. I want to run a little bit of excess in order to tackle our construction inefficiency. Any ideas who you are going to play first in EU5s? The dev seems to be recommending Naples a lot. To be honest, I'm not fully decided, but I feel like for the first run, like I want to do something like I've been leaning towards maybe just doing England. Because the very first run I do in it, I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. I'm still kind of learning the game. I don't want to mess up any cool content in other countries that would be messed up just because I don't know enough about the game yet. And secretly, I have a hope that in a run as England, I at some point can start colonizing North America, create a save point, and then later on at some point have a stream as the United States and start from there. But R.I.P. What happened? Or Sweden. Yeah. Yeah, Sweden seems to be always a very good and strong country in every Paradox game. I wonder why. Francisco Chiari has offered to spend some of their personal wealth to fund the creation of a university in Bolivar, though this will likely give the industrialists some influence. Yeah, we'll take that. Late game wars in Vic 3 are messy. Hard to keep track of everything that happens. It's true, once they really start getting large... Yeah, there's like a lot going on. You got a lot of mobilization options to keep track of, and like the inputs for them. I wonder why the Swedish development company always makes Sweden really good. I wonder. Vic 3 is my first and only Paradox game. How different is EU5? I would like to give it a shot, but I read everywhere that EU4 is one of the hardest games. That's what I read, too. I've tried EU4 a little bit here and there, and I never really picked it up, but I've heard people say that EU5 is going to be very, very different from EU4, and it sounds like they're implementing a lot of economic systems from Victoria 3, so I think there might be a little bit of the mechanics that'll be a little recognizable to someone who's a Victoria 3 player, which has me, which is part of my big excitement for it. A social club with the educated class has held a salon in Bogota, with Historio Castro speaking in favor of elected bureaucrats as an honored guest. Ooh, yeah. We're pretty high above minimum expected literacies, plus the 5 qualifications. I will take that. EU4 is great, just bloated. Yeah, that's what I hear. People love EU4. I mean, people love Europa Universalis in general, so... Yeah, Iberian Twilight on December 11th. They just released the dev diary today as we were streaming. So I'll be making a video about that, it seems. Alright. So we can attack Chile again. I believe, right? Wait, let me look. Yeah, so no more truces. So we could go after La Paz. Sweden! Sweden is going to get involved. The United States? What the what? Much like Vicky 2 at the end. Great game, just bloated. Interesting. Whoa! The Confederacy just took a random Kentucky. Okay. Wait. You're protective of me? Why would you get into a diplomatic play on the other side of me? Oh. We have a 67% chance for this. And can we add a goods transfer on top of it? Oh, yeah, we will sell you some steel. Oh, I always forget when you add the goods transfer when you have trade privileges. You got to do that in a separate agreement. Well, we got a 65% chance. I mean, I would take this for 25 years if we could get it. Let's give it a try. Oh, hell yeah. There we go. Now let's try to sell you some steel. Yeah, guarantee our independence? Hell yeah, I'll take that. Honestly, they have very cheap wood there. Why don't we just buy wood from you guys? And we can get rid of some of our logging camps. Like, how many logging camps do we have here? Quite a lot. What if we bought, like, 500 off you guys? Is there anything else we can sell you? Coal? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you lost Kentucky. No wonder you need coal. Is there anything else we need? Yeah, we'll take like 50 hardwood. I want to decrease our logging industry. Yeah, screw it. Let's buy some of these off of you. Alright, I think that's it for what we can do. I wish I could sell them more steel. Let's just make it 100. We can do that. Well, let's do this for 10 years. Alright, let's see what happens. Oops. Aw, what? Unbelievable. Alright, let me try to catch up here. Ep4 is complicated because there are so many different mechanics, but it's fun when you get a grip on it. Yeah, I know, that's the thing. That's like every Paradox game. When it finally clicks, you're like, oh my god, I get it. Hope there will be a way to get Gibraltar back as Spain without triggering World War Zero. Yeah, that's true. We spoke of Sweden, and now we have woken the beast. Yeah. There's some EU5 reviews right now, and people are saying it's bloated. Late game, you have to automate things. Interesting. So that's the thing, though. All the reviews, though, are on people playing on pre-release packages that the devs are looking for feedback from those people they gave it to. So that's the feedback they gave them. So it's very likely the devs might work on stuff like that before the release. We'll know more about EU5 on Sunday. That's when the embargo lifts. Oh, that's right. Forgot about the embargo. That's not good. If it's already bloated, it will be unplayable in 3 years when there are 20 DLCs worth of content added to the game. Yeah, there's already planned DLC right now. Tutorials in EU5 are supposed to be really good, which is a first for a grand strategy, I'd say. Yeah, I plan on making some of them myself when I can finally get my hands on the game. They definitely might need to streamline the system, which they can do with years of feedback. It might be a hardcore only thing. I doubt the game's going to change between the patch from a month ago to now. Trust me. Really? You think so? I feel like they're in like go time right now. Yeah, look at that. If we give them investment rights... Wait, what if we just do the power block embassy? Actually, we gave Britain a power block embassy, right? Yeah. I might want to do that with the United States just to counter that. Alright, let's do this. So when can we... September 25th. Let's see what happens. Alright. Excellent, excellent. So now, company of mine, we need more steel. Hey Chaba, hello. Oh, I fell asleep. Oh no. How's it going? Good, good. Everything is going good so far. So far, so good, though. I think we're going to start preparing for war in a moment here. Last month's is bug fix and performance, not overhauling core game systems. Unless Johan a madman. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, no. There's not going to be an overhaul of core systems. I think, though, content. I think content might change, though. If everyone has an embassy, no one has an embassy. This is true. Very, very true. We can afford more construction. Oop. Overhauling something fundamentally just leads to more cascading bugs. Yeah. This is very true. You should know everything about EU5. They have been posting everything on Tinto Talks and Dev Diaries for the last year. I know. There are so many Dev Diaries, Tinto Talks, and then... What's the other one they call them? Like... Flavor Flaves, or whatever the other series is called. Alright. What if we finish off Peru? Who would get involved in that? How do we have good relations? Poor Peru. Nobody's getting involved in that one. Let's finish them off. And we might get Chile involved in that one. Who protects Costa Rica? Or do you have no intention of expanding that way? No, I would like to expand that way at some point. The problem is, so I'm trying to keep infamy under 25 so that I don't get the European powers coming over here. And we need to expand all the way down here. So I'm focusing everything on that for now. I don't want to waste infamy on anything going north there. Or basically, I don't want to waste infamy on anything that won't get us closer to the Grand Colombia achievement. Yeah, it's not called Flavor Flaves. It isn't? Did I get that wrong? Alright, oh Peru, my Peru. I'm so very sorry. Oh, they're gonna back down from this. If I make it primary, we go infamous. Well, whatever. I don't even really need to, I only need to, like, mobilize one army. The industrialists have started complaining about the wasteful inefficiency of subsistence farms in Ecuador. Yeah, we'll take this one. I always find this one to be best. Plus 5% state construction efficiency. the manufacturing throughput, all of that stuff. You're doing chores, waiting on the washing machine, and always like, I can wait on the bed, 100% failure rate. Oh my god, yeah. Always. I do the same thing with a 100% failure rate. Oh, what the what? The positivist movement? Oh, I didn't know you guys cared that much about that. Oh, and they got 42 battalions. Ooh, they are not happy about this. Well, they'll only get up to 84. Ooh, actually, if we can get elected bureaucrats passed, we can use them to start enacting total separation, and then that will make them happy. So we are going to use this law enactment and channel this activism. As long as they don't end up going to a revolution, this might actually be to our benefit. Oh yeah, so hold on. I was looking at construction goods. So what we need to do is... let's look at Cundinamarca. Actually, no. Let's look at Lima. Because they actually really need infrastructure from their railroads. So let's build... we could really use more motors, to be honest. Are all of our motor industries employed, though? Oh, yeah. The one in Panama. Hey, look at that. We have... the one in Panama. Oh, my God. All right, so we have 2 in Antioquia. Where do we have the other... oh, well, do we have coal here? We don't. So where do we have coal and steel? Where else do we have steel? Antioquia. Cajamarca. Let's take a look at that place. Oh, wait. Yeah, they've coal. Wait, I thought I just looked at where we have steel. Oh, I'm looking at Cauca. Look at me. So let's start saving labor. And let's build a couple of motor industries there. And they have coal, yeah. This will be good. Is there a quick way to see what industry pays the lowest wages, so I know what to prioritize, what to import? What pays the lowest wages? I don't know if there's a wages. Like, you can look at the hiring status. I don't think so. I don't think there is. Although wages are also kind of based on the state. So hold on, let's look at that in a second. Once on the fence with the issue, the landowner's views on elected bureaucrats changed overnight. Julio Julio Arboleda names Augusto Castro as the architect of the hidden deal. Yeah, we'll take this one. Stay focused, my friends. Stay focused on the law. So there is a way, like if you look at states. Where do we see that? I thought there was something here that tells you about the state's wages. I don't think there is a good view for it. It's not under the buildings tab. I'm losing it trying to find a formula to determine approximate number of construction sectors to build. Does anyone have an idea? So when it comes to construction, the appropriate number is always just however many you can afford. Usually what I say is, if I find myself... You never want to have a budget in the green here. Like, too much in the green. So if you're at, like, plus 2K in weekly budget... what I usually do is I add 2 more construction sectors. And then if we go down like this, negative 2K isn't so bad. But then just look at the input goods. And these are a little expensive, so build some more of those. And so you really just want to keep building construction sectors, because ultimately what you're trying to do is get to a point where your government construction is just construction sectors and the inputs for them. And the private sector builds everything else. But, like, in the beginning portions here, and even a little bit in the mid-game, you're still trying to set up the infrastructure for everything else. So, like, you'll notice every time we go into the green here, I just start adding more construction sectors. And that's usually, I think, the best way to go about it. So, we're going to build these motor industries. And then I want... Oh. Alright, yeah, one thing we need to do... Switch to sawmills everywhere. We really need to tackle this tooling problem. Tooling is one thing I do like to have at least one everywhere. So like Lima needs one. And this will start utilizing steel. And then we'll have like one main state where we're utilizing multiple levels to get our throughput bonuses. Oh! Ah. I wasn't paying attention to the war. Nobody joined in, so I didn't add the other the other state. Oh, but we would have went over 25 anyway. Alright, fine. We'll leave it as is. Peru will have one more state to live another day. Yeah, in the end, I guess I didn't want to do that. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna... This war, we're gonna win. We're gonna take this. So these guys are still staying at 84, which is good. That's what we want. Hey, look, we're up to 11th. I mean, we're nowhere near becoming a great power, but we are ranked 11th. We now have surplus bureaucracy. Progress to voting, excellent. I would like to increase the health system. But we really do need law enforcement increased. To go to negative 20% state penalties from turmoil. Well, we'll do both. Alright, we got it. Wait, did we get both? Oh, what happened there? I thought we didn't add both. Oh, we did. That's right. I did add both. I just didn't make it primary. Okay, good. I thought I messed up. I didn't mess up. Alright. Now, we're going to wait a little bit on attacking Chile, though, because of the infamy. We are starting to get a pretty strong military, though. We do have a military that is close to being able to hang with Brazil, which is good. We also have a decent-sized fleet over here. We really do need to get more people. Alright, what were those states? So we're not incorporated here. Do I want to incorporate this? Yeah, South Andeans are accepted. There's a lot of turmoil. Well, let's do it. Let's incorporate you. We'll incorporate you. Oh, here we go. Do we have the paper for that? Yeah, we can hire more. In fact, why are we importing it? 120 of it, 168 of it. Oh, this is why. Okay, I gotta go through this. I gotta go through this in a second. Alright. Grand Colombian industrialists are interested in making investments in neighboring Brazilian industries. Yeah, let's improve relations there, actually. And I forgot... Ah, we're over 1,000 bureaucracy. We can now... Why can't we? Oh, I always forget. I always forget. We need civilizing mission. Oh, poops. I went right over the break. Alright, let's take... Oh. I went right over the break. Apologies for people on Twitch. We got an ad during it. Maybe at the 2.5 hour mark, we'll take a break then. Apologies on that one. You know, okay, so hold on. So let me rethink this. Yeah, we need to get down to level 3 to get civilizing mission. And when we get down to level 3, we can then get investment bank. So we're gonna utilize this company slot on something other than the canal company right now. We can do the gold company. We could do the opium company. We could do that. Akis, hello, hello, how are you? Hello, hello. Hey, Maximilian, hello, my friend. How are you? Twitch people watching ads makes me happy. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, Akis. How are you? The paper company, actually. Plus 10% bureaucracy. Or the motors combine. Although their additional building is steel, which we have already. Now this actually, the 5% birth rate isn't so bad. Akis sounds Greek. Yeah, actually, I knew somebody whose name was Akis, and he was Greek. So true. Oh, look at this. When we take Buenos Aires, we could do this. Plus 10% trade advantage. Caribbean Petroleum. Oh. When we get pump jacks. Plus 10% convoys. We could kind of use. So maybe rubber in Pastaza. Probably not, though. Oh, look at this company, an electric company. But we can add motors to it. What do we need? So we need electrical generation. We just need the state region to be Miranda, and we need 5 levels of power plant. Or we can get electricity. See, we don't get a prestige good with any of these, though. Which I kind of want. This one, though, I wouldn't mind having a company that's making motors. And then getting electricity on top of it isn't so bad. Oh, and we get infrastructure. Hello, hello, hello. And so we would need... So this one is Lima, but this one, the state region, Miranda. Where is that one again? I forget which one that is. Oh yeah, up here. I like it. I like that. CA La Electricidad de Caracas. I think we're going to go with this one. My hot take for this week was that the Crusades were not all bad. Oh my god, buddy. Alright. Well. I will disagree with you on that one as well. The Crusades. I guess I guess if we didn't have the Crusades, we never would have gotten the premise for the story Robin Hood. And I do love Robin Hood. So I'll give the Crusades that one. And actually, I'll do you one better. If it wasn't for the Crusades, we wouldn't have gotten the game Crusader Kings. So sure. Sure. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that company in Miranda. Because the thing is, we could go for this one. Now, yeah, eventually these guys can do automobiles, but we can't add the additional building of steel. And our prestige bonus is the plus 10% formation speed, which doesn't do much for us. But the other one, adding infrastructure while you're in South America, is actually really great. Now, I suppose there are many other companies. Well, not many, but there are some where you can add motors. See, I always find motors to be a difficult thing to really get going, so getting some throughput bonuses on them would be very helpful. Like, which other ones can you add motors to? Yeah, it's really just going to be that. First of all, we have to ask ourselves, why did the Crusades happen? The only successful and most justified one, the First Crusade. The others are more complex, less justified. After 3 dynastic cycles, the Muslim world collapsed internally. This left a power vacuum for steppe nomads to take over the Middle East. First were the Turks. I don't know, man. I think, I think massive wars of massive casualties are never justified for the attacker. In an obscure meeting, Estorgio Castro. I've been saying that wrong. I mean, obviously I've been saying it wrong. Well, I've been saying all of it wrong the whole time. But I've been missing that G. Estorgio Castro and a proxy of the petite bourgeoisie rambled at length about the positives of elected bureaucrats. One was cognizant enough to take minutes. Ooh, 5% chance he gets exiled. Now we'll just take this one. I don't know that. Are these guys still at... Okay, so they're just pretty much going to hang at 84%, which isn't so bad for us. General Julian Lopez, noting severe unrest in Antioquia, has proposed using the army to suppress agitation in the area. While his political allies support him, there is a heavy risk to following his plan. Yeah, we can take negative 2% there. We only have a 33% chance of this going down by 5, so we'll take that. So actually, now that we're doing this, so if I am going to build this, we need to build 5 power plants in Miranda. That also means... Yeah, so we still have some stuff to research. So, there we go. So we'll hold on to our company for that. The Seljuk Turks took over Iran, then attacked the Byzantine Greeks and the Fatimid Arabs. Cunning Weasel Emperor Alexios Comnenus stirred up the Franks Latins to call a crusade to help him. I actually don't know enough about this topic to really debate it, I'll be honest with you. CK3 doesn't Crusades pretty accurately. A super messy, no planning call to something. Yeah, that's actually very true for CK3. It's like CK3 is kind of like the Crusades are kind of like a massive group text. Like, guys, we're meeting in Jerusalem in 3 months. Join in if you're free. And then somebody just like shows up and they're like, is anybody else coming? That's the Crusades in CK3. Oh, sorry, I missed the CK3 does Crusades pretty accurately. A super messy, no planning call to something. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what it is in Crusader Kings 3. And yeah, I guess if you look back at it, that is pretty much what it was historically, wasn't it? Mobs have surrounded an arsenal in Antiochia, threatening to seize the arms and munitions stored within. While the guards are staving off attacks for now, if no relief is sent, then the arsenal will fall to insurrectionists. Let's take this one. Alright, good. We got the negative. Recover the lost lands. It was thanks to the Byzantine logistic planning and this highly sophisticated civilization that hundreds of thousands of crusaders and pilgrims were fed and equipped. In fact, even the Fatimid Arabs who ruled over Egypt supported the... Hold on. Ah, we got triage. So this is good. Well, we need to get liquor up, but I would really like to get to modern nursing since we... Oh my god, come on. Just have so much access to opium. Supported the Crusades, though they didn't really understand what was going on, but viewed the Crusaders as mercenaries for Biz, who were friends. Yeah, they were pretty bad. Everyone just had their own plans, ideas. Yeah. Everyone had their own little agenda. Alright, we have elected bureaucrats. So, you know, we need more universities, actually. We are actually suffering here from not enough tech. Oh yeah, so let's make sure we're incorporating. Four years on that. Where do we have people? Let's build 2 there. Yeah, so that's good enough. That's a good amount there to add. Because we really do need to start catching up. And then we'll expand the paper mills. All right. Now, are we utilizing all of the things that we should be? What do you know about American history? We can talk about that. Thomas Jefferson, for example, was an amazing statesman. Wanted to abolish slavery, although himself owned many slaves. I mean, I would say I know a good amount about American history. We could use more liquor. Though, interestingly, yeah, we don't have a lot of pop needs for it. We do have need for more of these. Why are we not getting them? Thomas Jefferson, Democratic Republicans, and John Adams, Federalists clash over policy, decentralization. Federalism pro, French pro, British foreign policy. What amazes me is that they both died the very same day. Yeah. And that day was the 4th of July. Yeah, I know. I know. So one of those interesting kind of coincidences in history there. Alright, let's build a fishing wharf here. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to go through these states and see individually which ones... Yeah, so there should be... Oh, the Hudson's Bay Company. So we'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, 4th of July, 1826. Yeah, I know. It's kind of amazing how that happened. Kind of amazing, too, that they were such adversaries. We were allied, and then adversaries, and then right at the end of their life, kind of came back together. So Bolivar... Oh, yeah, Bolivar, we're already doing that. This place... has fishing and livestock, so what do they have more of? Alright, so they have some meat. What about fish? Oh, they got a lot of fish. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do the canned fish. And then Grand Colombia and Amazonas. Well, they're not going to fish. So let's build a livestock ranch there, and then we can switch them over. It is an unbelievable coincidence. I know. It's very, it is kind of crazy. Their whole story, the two of them, was very fascinating. Though I think the whole story of the American Revolution is very fascinating, but obviously, I'm very biased. Oh, let's not forget, too, we're trying to get quinine. We're starting to mess up on that. Okay. So we need electrical generation. We need... Oh, good. No, we're doing quinine right now. Okay, good. I was afraid I might have forgotten about that. And we really would not be nice to get down there. So we need quinine. We need civilizing mission. So, okay, so after this, we're going to focus on some of these techs here. We're getting organized sports already, so we'll go postal savings, egalitarianism, labor movement, but we're going to... a few of those things we're going to get on tech spread. Then we'll go steel frame buildings, and then civilizing mission. Then, oh yeah, then after civilizing mission, we'll go investment banks. Because the point of going to civilizing mission is that we want to be able to build the canal and then get the canal company. I am building universities. They're in the queue. A group of students attending the university in Bolivar have arranged a demonstration in support of the positivist movement. The display has inspired other students to join the cause. Well, let's not go crazy with the positivist movement here. Because I want them to stay militant, but I don't want them to actually get to war here. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, I forgot. So we're done with bureaucrats. So now... Yes, yes, yes. They are going to add quite a bit to us for total separation. So let's do that. For innovation is poor and you have a healthy budget surplus, you use it to build universities. Yeah, I am building. I have universities in the queue right now. There you go. I watched a John Adams series with Paul Giamatti. I really like that one. Yeah, that one is excellent. It's on TV usually every 4th of July now, which is kind of nice. Nice to watch for the holiday. It was so well done. I remember when it first came out, I was just like glued to it. Great show, watched it twice. Yeah, like 30 universities. yeah, 30 universities might be a bit much. We still have to employ them. See, the problem is we don't have the people to employ 30 universities, let alone all the other buildings in our country. All right, so we're at the 2.5 hour mark. We missed the break at the 2 hour mark. So we have another ad coming up. So we're going to take a 90-second break so that nobody has to watch ads during the break. So be back in 90 seconds. All right. And we are back. We are back. Let's go. I call for 30 universities. I would call this the Great Leap Forward. Yeah, well, we can build them, but they'll sit empty. And they'll get no employment. We can, though, lower taxes and try to fix this radical situation. Man, we are swimming in money, though. There we go. That's a little better. All right. So now... Well, infamy is still a little high. I'm kind of curious, though. If we did go after La Paz, what do people think of us now? So Sweden definitely joining in. United States, I think, probably wouldn't. And Brazil probably wouldn't. Though they really don't like us. Remove all consumption taxes. Set up social mobility edicts. We had those, but we kind of need this amount of money right now. That would be a loss of about 9K, a little over 9K in the budget. We can't really afford that. Plus, our population is pretty well spread out. In order to really have a decent effect of that, we would need to put social mobility in a lot of states. Our better bet is to increase education, but I want to get off of religious schools before I do that, because I don't want to increase the Catholic Church's political strength. So that's why we're going after total separation now, because we can't do public schools if we're on state religion. The political wills and desires of the lower classes will always remain an opaque matter. For whatever reason, support for total separation has spread like wildfire across Grander Colombia, spurred on by charismatic speakers and lively debates in small-time social clubs. Yes. We'll probably take this. Ooh. We could use this, though. No, we'll take the loyalists. Now one thing I realized I kind of forgot about. Where is it? We need to get populating the Americas going. Ah, yes, civilizing mission. We might actually bump civilizing mission up then. Yeah, I think we'll do a civilizing mission as our first level 3 tech here. Damn it. I always mess that up. What was I doing? I was doing quinine here. What are we getting tech spread on? Egalitarianism. Oh yeah, so, but we have a company we need to get to. So we're getting tech spread on baking powder. So chemical bleaching next. Then we'll go down there. Then civilizing mission, steel frame buildings, investment banks. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have quinine. Okay, so now we can finally start getting this colony that we wanted. So we're just gonna do it. Well, we'll do it in Congo, and we'll do it here. There we go. Grander Colombia and Congo. And where did our Gabon colony go? Where'd they put it? Dutch Gabon. Oh. Oh, look at this. Our two colonies are right next to each other. Okay. Alright, so now we'll let those grow. It'd be nice, too, we can get some coal out of there. Speaking of which, where are we on that? Alright, so let's go back to looking at labor-saving PMs here. We really need to get railways going, because we are in South America. Oh, we weren't utilizing that. So what are we at with fish now? Okay, good. So what we're going to do is we'll go back to these food industries and we'll just set all of them to canned fish. Which means some of this stuff here, yeah, get rid of that, get rid of that. And what do we build in here? More iron. I really need this company here. Oh, speaking Ask and you shall receive. Food industries. Give us more of that. So what does that put? Okay, so we got a ton of groceries, which means we can start setting some of these to give us liquor. Yeah, we don't want to set all of them. Yeah, we don't have a big demand for liquor right now, so we'll do it in one of these two smaller ones. There we go. Perfect. And now we can use that for the military when we need it. Gustavo Blanco from the Petite Bourgeoisie has been touring Panama recently, both gathering testimonies for and propagating the abolitionist cause. Slaveholders in the state view this as an attempt to agitate a violent revolt among slaves and demand Blanco be expelled from the state at once. Yeah, we will do this. A shocking expose published in the Grander Colombian Tribune has revealed astonishing depths of corruption within our nation's religious institutions. Public opinion has swung decisively against Catholic clergy. Excellent, excellent. A nihilist industrialist? No, we'll take the plus 10% here. All right. Okay. So now let's add in first aid. Oops, for all these guys. Well, now, how many radicals are we actually getting from political movements? Decreases in standard of living. Yeah, we need to tackle that. So we're getting 4.38k from political movements. Yeah, we need to tackle our standard of living here. That's really what we need. Clothes, meat, and transportation. So clothing we can tackle. Where do we have most of our textile mills? Yeah, all spread out. Oh, who's been building these? Yeah. And they're all foreign owned. Now, why is this not hired up? Because this is the one state... Oh, we don't have population here. Okay. Yeah, we really need to start getting... We need to get populating the Americas. I kind of forgot about that one for a little bit. Let's go to that. Let's go to that. So we're getting a lot of rubber. Let's see. So we have 3 regional HQs. Brazilian plantations. Oh, that is interesting. Whoa. They are taking 10k of reinvestment out of here. Hey, Reverse Hamcuts, you're back. Hello, hello. Dancing Queen. Wait, what is that in reference to? Wow, Brazil. We are going to take those back. A fiery Catholic preacher has shown up in the capital provoking fights with guards and yelling the most incendiary rhetoric. He's clearly attempting to be arrested and make himself a martyr for the faith. So we could roll the dice and get a plus 15%. I'm feeling lucky. Yeah, I wasn't. How much of our GDP does Brazil own now? Oh, only 3%. Still, that is a lot. And then we have this French one. That's taken quite a bit. ABBA, I hope. Yeah. You like the song Dancing Queen, right? Oh. Or are you a rock guy? The kid who listens to Guns N' Roses? You could also be a country guy. No, I'm more of a rock guy, but not Guns N' Roses. I am a man of the 90s. Though now that you say it, I do know of the song. Yeah. But yeah, I am more of a rock guy. Not country. Though my mom was a big country fan, so I heard quite a bit of it growing up. We now have the coal for this. We don't necessarily have that. He's the guy who listens to Guns N' Roses. I'm willing to bet on it. I'm definitely the guy who listened to rock. No, I was more of a Nirvana kid. That was my band as a kid. Favoritism of our regiments in Antioquia has led to an animosity from regiments in the neighboring state of Zulia. They're requesting that all regiments should be treated equally. Ooh. 10 years of plus 10% offense, defense. We will take that. Drive around Texas in a pickup truck while listening to country music must be a vibe. That is definitely a vibe. It wasn't my vibe, but it is definitely a vibe. It doesn't interest me. Nirvana doesn't interest you? Oh, classic. They are the best. It was, for me, it was all Nirvana and Smashing Pumpkins. Alright, so now let's take a look at our resources. Oh, drive around Texas in a pickup truck listening to country music doesn't interest you. Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't really... I grew up in New Jersey, so it wasn't much of a country vibe for me. Law progress to study. Excellent. Okay, so we can actually use more iron. So let's fix that. Yeah, so we'll just go to the Atmo engine. So I fixed that up a little bit. How are the explosives factories? They're profitable, so let's go all the way to condensing engine. I tried to get into Nirvana so many times, but I just cannot get it to stick. I like The Man Who Sold the World, or whatever. Yeah, The Man Who Sold the World. The cover of a David Bowie song that I love. Yeah, that's from their Unplugged concert. Such a classic album. I love that album so much. Maxie is being very snobbish. Man did not live by Bach and Chopin alone, but by all the sugary country music that comes out of the desert. I think I understand why you still play Vicky 3, even though All Under Heaven is out. I also just keep playing Anno. Oh yeah, thinking about CK3. Yeah, I'm glad I got you hooked back into Anno. Yeah, Vicky 3 is still gonna be my favorite. But yeah, I really want to play All Under Heaven, which is why we're doing it tonight. But when I sit down at night, the game, and I just want to rest and play a game, the game I always go to still is Vicky 3. Okay. Coal, we need to fix up. I was into Pearl Jam. Oh yeah, yeah, Pearl Jam is cool. I enjoyed Pearl Jam. It wasn't my top band, but Pearl Jam was always good. You gotta show respect to Pearl Jam. Ah, look at that. Okay, so now we need more explosives. Oh, free trade party. Let's take a look at that. Ah, United States claim Panama. Come on now. The ongoing effort to implement total separation has captured the imagination of the Liberal Party, which has added full-throated support for the new law as part of its central platform. Are you kidding me? Actually, we really do need to make sure the Liberal Party stays in power here. We're going to add the 10% as much as it pains me. I just don't listen to American country. I'm a European urban male. I don't even have a driving license and haven't seen a cow up close. I have seen a cow up close, but it's mainly because my mom is from a farm in North Dakota, so it's when I visited the old family farm. The whole Unplugged concert is pretty sick. I will say they are quite good live. Yeah, those were the best back in the day. All of them are really good. It was such a cool thing they used to do. Then they revived it for a little bit, which is cool. But I feel like they don't do it again now. What kind of music do you like, Maxie? Anno, what did you guys do last summer? Yeah, that's right. I was kind of proud of that title. Anno, what you did last summer. But now I use that one. I can't use that for Anno 117 when it comes out. I gotta think of a different one now. At a soiree for the Conservative Party's wealthiest supporters, Augustorio Castro began a long-winded rant about the merits of slavery and discrimination. I don't really like any of these. Yeah, I guess we'll... Of the Conservative Party... Yeah, we'll take that one. Well, now I'm glad I took the plus 10% before for the Liberal Party. All kinds of music. Grew up listening to classic. My favorite composer is Mozart. So early, pre-romantic classic. And I also listen to heavy metal from epic to melodic. Manowar, Running Wild. That's quite a change in style there. And we got some great pearls there. And I also listen to melodic, as I said, Nightwish. I also enjoy 80s music, disco, and even pre-contemporary pop. I don't know what it was with me growing up. I was never that into the 80s. Maybe it's because the group of friends I ran with, they were obsessed with the 80s. They loved the 80s so much, and I was always just like, I mean, I don't get it. We have all this stuff right now. Like 90s music was the best. What will we see in the Japanese gameplay? Catholic missionary converting Japan, a bizarre technocracy, Hindu Japan. The truth is, I don't even know. Like I said, I loaded it up last night. I played a little bit, but I wasn't able to get too far, so a lot of it I'll be experiencing as we get through it. It's going to be a bit of it's not officially a blind playthrough, but it's like a blind adjacent playthrough. I have to say, too, growing up, I was always really into movie soundtracks. I loved movie soundtracks. Like, whether it was sometimes the actual, like, orchestral music from the movie, or just the actual soundtrack that they had made with, like, actual songs and stuff. I was always really into that. Oh, we can do a Congo River expedition. Why don't we? An expedition has been sent to explore the Lualaba and Congo rivers. A group of strong candidates have expressed their interest in leading the expedition. However, this is not a decision we should make lightly. Sure, we'll send that guy. The aged Fermin Toro, leader of the Petit Bourgeoisie, has unexpectedly expired mid-campaign, robbing the Conservative Party of a cornerstone politician. The question of his replacement is now on everyone's lips. Oh, we lost an historical character. So who's our new leader? He's a protectionist. If the Conservative Party wins, yeah, he'll become the president. So, what would we get? Decree costs minus 20% radicals from political movements and plus 10% loyalists. We could actually use that quite a bit. And, yeah, actually, this guy wouldn't be a bad president to have. When they add the Americas, CK3 Ham's personal life will end. That's right. You know it. When they add the Americas, suddenly the whole channel is going to become CK3 America. There is nothing to add. There were almost no pre-Columbian civilizations with a centralized state. The Peruvian and Mexican civilizations being the only exception that we know of. Wait, what do you mean there's nothing to add? I mean, there were people here. Perhaps some we got total separation. Excellent, excellent. Perhaps some unprecedented mechanic involving the decentralized tribes of the East with the possibility of centralization would be cool. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole political structure here. It would be really interesting to play. After a few weeks of preparations and travel, the expedition led by Santos Acosta has arrived at the mouth of the Congo. From here, they will begin their journey to plot the course of this elusive river. All right. All right, so now we're going to switch to... You know, we do get plus 10% intelligentsia political strength with private schools. But this plus 12% assimilation actually is much needed. Oh boy, hold on a second. So let's go for this. Regime change. What's their government? Oh, so they want the Conservative Party in there. Don't do it, Ham. Always public. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm actually doing offline. I'm going for the Egalitarian Society achievement. Or the Egalitarian Society objective. I'm doing a play with Mexico. And so for the first time in a long time, I'm going public schools because it empowers the intelligentsia. And you need to empower the intelligentsia. So because of that, there is a time and place for it. But for right now, actually, the increased assimilation would be helpful because we have a lot of... no, not here. We have a lot of different cultures, and then when we get the journal entry populating the Americas, we're going to get a lot of European migration. And so we're going to have a lot of cultures. So increased assimilation is really going to help us there. So public schools is the way to go right now. All right. You know, I feel like, yeah, we can kind of hang with Spain. So they have a total of 193. We have a total of 119. The thing is, if nobody joins in here, they have to naval invade us. Let's take a save. Oh, it didn't save. Alright, let's just do it offline. So we're going to say no to this. Ice cream cake is criminally good. It literally doesn't get better than this. Totally agreed. I love an ice cream cake. If I have my choice in cake, it would be an ice cream cake. Oh, come on. Why suddenly do we not have... So subsidize these. We need them. Let's make sure we're not exporting any of this stuff. Alright, so we're good on that stuff. Oh, you know... I never got rid of the enlistment efforts in Antioquia. Whoops. Oh, how are we on... Oh, we're exporting a lot of it. No. Keep our supply. I feel sad because I didn't get to choose the cakes for my birthdays. There's always a flavor I couldn't eat. A good chocolate cake was just too good. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, we're sending 67 out. So if we can get all of that back. Then we'll be good there. Let's get conscripts ready to go. Alright, so let's mobilize everybody. We'll keep them on the ready. Let's send you over to this side of the world. If only we had the canal. I'm referring to my childhood birthdays. It's my birthday, but I had almost no authority at all. Alright, so what should our war goal be? Do they own any of our GDP? No. Yeah, we don't really want that. We could try to transfer Cuba. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Although, I don't want that to be the primary war goal, because we'd have to naval invade. It's very possible they block us from that. Could just do... See, there's not really any war goal where we don't have to go, like, naval invade the Spanish mainland. Take South Cameroon. I mean, I guess we could. It would make... I feel like Cuba would make more sense, though. Yeah, I mean, as the main war goal, though, what... What are we getting here? We literally have all of this in our own country. I might say transfer Cuba. Let's do that. You take South Cameroon, you give it to the British, they give you nice things. I mean, we're still going to take South Cameroon. I'm just trying to think of what I want the main war goal to be. I think Cuba will be the main war goal, and then... Well, actually, what we'll do is we'll wait, see who else we can get. But I'd rather Cuba be the main one instead of South Cameroon. Yeah, so we might be able to get the United States. Ooh, you know what, though? Well, it looks like we can get the United States, but it might have been something the United States wanted. Yeah, of course, now we have no damn liquor. I feel like the United States might have it. Yeah, I know. Too bad Britain doesn't want to join. Wow, the US doesn't have liquor. Well, let's see if we can import it. One question, if decentralized nations were playable, which countries would you play as? Any of the Native American tribes in the United States. I've always wanted to play as one of them, but you can't. Or, I'd take my home here in East Sahara. Or actually, to be honest with you, my hometown, it's like right near the border here. Nah, it would be more East Sahara here. Alright, good. We're getting tons of liquor in. So what does the United States want? We could bring them in as an ally. So they just want investment rights with the Philippines. Okay. So we've got the United States. Do that. Investment rights in the Philippines. And now we will take South Cameroon. Oh, interesting. Belgium joined in. All right. Unfortunately, my friends, the war is going to have to be for the next episode. Because I am at my time that I have to end the stream for now. But we had a good session tonight, today. Quite a few, quite a few good things. Yeah, no. No cliffhangers. Isn't it early? No, we've been going for about 3 hours. Um, yeah, we did some good work today. We did a little bit more conquering. That's good. Um, we got a better military and stuff. So we're set up for the next episode. But so the next time I'm going to be on is tonight. We're going to be starting a run as Japan in Crusader Kings for All Under Heaven. So yeah, so I will hopefully see you then. Yeah, oh yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. Um, that should be fun. So that starts at 8:30 my time, so in about 7 hours from now. If you're on Twitch, stick around. We're gonna raid another Vicky 3 player that's on. If you're on YouTube, this will be a see you later. But yeah, thanks for hanging out as always, everybody. And so if you're on Twitch, stick around. If you're on YouTube, hopefully I'll see you tonight. And as always, be awesome. I'll see you next time.
Back.